morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to August 13th edition of the Makers and Movers podcast. How are we doing today, folks? First up, can you hear me? Can you see me? I heard there's some issues with the microphone last night. Blue Snowball, my friend, is going away. That is on my list of stuff that we're going to go through today because, as we know, my mouse doesn't want to play around. So I think we're gonna go through a bunch of things today and how we're changing it because that's what we got. Now, today, if this is your first time here, this is how this works. I know who you are, where you're from, what's in your cup, what the weather is like in your area. My one and only Celsius Tropic retro vibe, sparkling a sherbet slush. That's what we're rocking with this morning, and then we'll switch over to water. Now today we are going to talk about 5 ways that we can use ChatGPT in our apparel decoration business because, hey, ChatGPT-5 just launched last week. So I ran through some things and to see where it is. Because if you're one of those people who thinks that AI is just for those super techie bros in sci-fi movies, you really need to think again. Because ChatGPT-5 can be your unpaid assistance. It doesn't take coffee breaks, no payroll, no complaints. This is going to, when you start using things like ChatGPT, it's really going to help you run your apparel decoration business faster, smarter, and with way less stress. So, in this episode, I'm going to share, 5 real world ways that you can use it in your shop right now, today. And there's no coding, there's no learning curve. There's just things that you can start doing right now. And doesn't matter if you are a heat presser, an embroiderer, a DTF printer, a laser engraver, or a rhinestone wizard. We're hoping that you're going to be able to walk away some tools that you can actually use today. And what are those things that I'm hoping you are going to learn? Well, how you can make product descriptions that actually sell. A fast way to generate social media content ideas, writing emails that your customers want to open, streamlining your customer FAQ responses, and then because we are running into that time, folks, we're planning those seasonal promotions without last minute panic. Anybody else panic about that stuff at last minute? Ever. Not me, ever. And these aren't just, these big fluffy cloud in the sky tips. They are going to be actionable, maker tested strategies that can really save hours and help you sell more this month. Because remember, your time is valuable. Every minute counts. So we need to do is make sure that we are, using the best of our ability time wise. And don't forget, we do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. So go make sure to like and subscribe. And sharing is caring, folks. There's some links. There should be some links in the description. DTF transfers. There should be a link for that. There should be a link for our August book pick. There should be a link for the Design Wizard bundles. There should be what else is in there? You know what? I'm going to pull up links from last night's show. We had a great show last night. Thank you to all those who attended. I think we had fun. I think we had fun on stuff. So we'll do that again next Tuesday. Next Tuesday with Todd, we'll give stuff away. We're doing another bundle drop, and we will get some other things out there. So I'm going to copy and paste some of those things. What are those things called? Links. Jeez, I will tell you, it has already been a morning. And yeah, that's already been a morning. So, first up is the webinar bundles. Those are super cheap. Go check those out. Next up is the Sports Live template number 4 mini pack that we did. And then we've got some new designs and packs right here for you to go check out. Discounts will be falling off here probably in the next hour or so. So go check those out. Discounts come off at checkout. And then finally, we have got what's that thing called? We've got the stuff for ETF transfers. So we'll pop all of those in there for it. And I'm going to try and burn through some of the comments so that way we can get right on schedule for the morning. And the lucky winner, Claire, first one up. Good morning, crew. I honestly, when I looked at that first, I thought it was the emoji throwing up, not realizing it was emoji behind like the thing, like the mountains and the sun coming up. I was like, oh, not feeling the greatest. So yeah. Thanks for that. Kevin, thanks for joining us. Hopefully you join us for many more. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 a.m. And good morning, Sharon, and good morning, Annette. And where did my thing go? There it went. And Beth, good morning. Renee's checking in from Chicagoland, 71 on the way to 93. Water in the bottle, coffee in the cup. Team replay for majority of last night's Tuesday with Todd. It was fun to do. It was fun to do. Bart checking in this morning. Smash that like button. Yeah, just share. That's what I want. Everybody to share and go hit the stuff and do all that. Keith, morning to you. Sunny Space Coast in Florida. Carol, hey, 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 hey. Good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Everybody get their mornings in there. Getting used to this new schedule. This is how I pump my day, baby, because I got to set it up for success. If I had my way, we'd be doing these at like 5 in the morning because it's now 8:30 here. I've already been at the desk for 3.5 hours working on things because well, it is a busy day for us. It is a busy, busy day for us. Like for us, we've got an on-site event that we're pressing at tonight. Because remember, we're still an apparel decorator. Like, we haven't made that full transition to supplier. We still have customers that we need to take care of. So we have an on-site pressing event that we need to get to. I've also got meetings to look at commercial spaces today. We've also got DTF orders that need to get printed and going out. I need to order new equipment like a microphone, and I've got like 4 meetings this afternoon. So yeah, it is gonna be, it's gonna be it's gonna be a day. It's gonna be a day. Raymond, it is a wonderful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be mine? Good morning, Kim. Kim's joining us. I don't even know what time Kim's got over there because, I don't think they do the daylight saving. So it's either like 7:30 or 6:30 for that. I don't know what day it feels like. I have to ask and see and go through it because I don't know. Barb checking in. Good morning, North Central Minnesota. 60, cloudy, water in the cup. 5 things. Invoicing, update QuickBooks, laser, rhinestones designs, love it, 3D printing. Ooh, everybody can hear me and see me, and we'll see how long that goes for. Getting my coffee now. What kind of coffee? I'll usually switch to coffee as it gets cooler out. I'll get into my coffee mood. Pilar, hating ChatGPT, way more glitchy than the last version, but maybe I could pick up some ticks and chips. It goes back and forth for me. Sometimes I don't argue with it. Sometimes I do argue with it because there are things that I found with it where I'm not too sure. Oh, what Alani, because we've got, I don't know, I think like 240 cans of Witch's Brew hiding out in our house. So that way Corey has it for a year, and I'm sure she'll get more, half a can a day. I think it's like 120 cans, but half a can a day, 240 servings. So we should be good, but I know she will get more from it. Grand Rapids, Michigan. Oh, you're closer than where we were before, right? Rena's checking in. SoCal, coffee in the cup. It's gonna be a nice 88 there. I don't even know what it's gonna be today. I don't even know really what it's gonna be today. I should look because I think it's gonna be trashy out, and I don't know what is that? Holy shit! Sorry, I'm swearing. Our stuff looks like we might be able to get into it a way lot sooner. Wow. Okay, that changes like the whole rest of the week. Add stress. Yeah, bring down stress, baby. Holy macaroni salad. Wow. You can prep for it. I don't. It's gonna be awesome. If I have a retreat. Great. Doing middle pineapple muggy after storm last night, cinnamon tea in the cup, and figure out my 5 things. Like I said, I'm real as hell with people. We're makers at heart. I want people to succeed. I want them to have far more success than we ever will. Your success is what really makes me smile and what really drives me, seeing the things that you do and create. And if we're even just a small little part of that, it warms my heart. I try and do my best by everybody. I try and really help where I can. And You guys are gonna know that. Look at him, me too. It does know everything about me. It knows everything about me, and it's scary. One of the complaints that I seen is people said it feels like they lost their best friend when we went over to 5 because, they were using it as a therapy session. They were using it as a diary. They were using it as so much different things with it. So it was really, really wild to see with it. Linen checking in where it's 80 all the way to 99 in Central Texas. 5 things: cut vinyl, press shirts, send email, 3D print, send quote for new press for 250 to 500 middle school PE shirts. I love that school district down there. You've got like 50,000 kids in it, it seems like. Will you be switching the M&M to the TRW only on YouTube? No, they're gonna both. They should simulcast. Should be on Makers and Movers, and it should be on TRW. So it should be on both of those for it. Yeah, finish that soon, Jerry, before price goes up, baby. Finish it soon as the price goes up. What am I like right now? Okay. So I've got other stuff, but I'm working with accountants for the here this afternoon to see what we can do, and then go from there and get it. 6:30 a.m. over there for Kim. All right, good. Just ChatGPT automatically go to the 5. Yes, it should go pop right up there. No, because they keeping all that stuff. They're still doing things like that. That's right, Brian. 5 things. Do all the work. I did not. I did not see the news. Brian, please fill us in on the news. I feel like it's a bunch different. I feel like it is a bunch different. Ooh, Death Wish coffee in my cup. This is what we're gonna go do, baby. And double shot of espresso chased with. I don't even know what that is, Melvin. Bruvie Forte French vanilla. That sounds fancy. That sounds really fancy to me. Ooh, Gildan acquired Hames. Ooh, snap a lap. Connie, good morning. Gorgeous Southern Iowa. That's right. She's just a couple hours from us now. Coffee, Profi, water in the cup, learning my Jude job, watercolor portraits, and what else? All kinds of stuff in there. Yes, you can go to the settings and enable the older models. And let's see. Okay, so let's see. I say we get into it. I got to find my notes. We'll roll through these. We'll keep the conversation going. You guys are going to, I feel, rush it on this because I'm going to not. One thing I learned: slow down, Todd. Slow down. So I'm going to put in my super sexy. That sounded bad. No, I'm going to put in my customer service voice where I'm going to stay calm and I'm going to go through it and I'm just going to read and I'm going to try and be great with it and move into that so that way we can see where things are. Now, as we get into AI, I get it. Every time that somebody says that, AI can save your business, you're pitching here that polite robot taking over your heat press and doing the stuff, everything we've seen in the future. But I promise this isn't, about replacing your creativity. It's about giving you that unpaid intern who works 24/7, never takes a lunch, and can really help you run your apparel decoration business faster and smarter. Kicker is you don't even have to feed it or give it breaks. Okay. And that's where, ChatGPT-5 is going to come in. It's the newest, the shiniest, and the sassiest tool in the AI drawer. And now, before you start rolling your eyes and tell me you don't have time to learn another thing, I'm going to give you, these 5 ways that you can start using it today. Okay. And this is out without breaking your brain or your budget on it. These are real world, no fluff ideas you can actually put into work and start working here in this August. Okay. So number one is we can create those product descriptions that actually sell. Product descriptions are one of those things that you should make better, right? You're shaking your head. Yes, I know it. But do you ever do it? No. Because why? Well, the press is calling, orders are piling up, designs need to be done, and writing soft cotton tee with design for the 47th time makes your snow want to snap. All right. Now, ChatGPT can take that boring copy that you've been doing and it can rewrite it into something that makes your customer actually click. "Hmm, okay, that's a good thing. The trick of this is we need to feed it the details that you tell a friend if you were describing the shirt in person. The fit, the feel, the design inspiration, why it's perfect for that customer. ChatGPT will can take those details, and it can craft descriptions that sound personal and not robotic. It can also, tell it to keep the brands, fun, casual tone, super serious, so every product really sounds like you, right? How do you talk? What do you do with it? Um, Now, as I've been going through this with different people, we've got a whole clan of people behind the scenes that we work with on a daily basis, and we bounce ideas back off of it. And when we were going through product description part of it, I was asking people, as I put these together, I asked people thoughts and feelings on it to get a lot of it. And one said that their custom school spirit wear, they used ChatGPT to rewrite those, because it would say blue hoodie with school logo. Like, cool, that's red. Bobcat's dad, Mohawk, right? Well, then it changed into that cozy up and Panther Pride. This heavyweight hoodie feels like a Friday night win under the stadium lights. Sounds so much better than the blue hoodie with school logo. You know, when it comes to those fundraising stores, instead of soft tea with printed logo, you change it up, and it's the comfiest way to support the band. Plus, every shirt helped funds new instruments this year. Oh, so it's comfy and I'm supporting stuff? Not too bad. So, the step for this is just copy one of your current boring products descriptions, throw it into the chat GPT, and then just ask it to rewrite it in a fun, casual tone for your target audience. Okay? So not crazy. We're not asking it to do like la, 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 wild and crazy things for it. We're just asking for the basic stuff. These are things that we need help with, and that's where Chat GPT really can help us and make things work. And now I just moved some stuff, so now I gotta see where this went from, because where did that go? Yeah, there it went. No, no, why? Where are you going? Why are you doing this to me, Mister Scroll Button? It doesn't work the way that it should work. There. Okay, now we're getting to where things are, because listen, I'm a real guy. I make real mistakes. I got fat fingers, and sometimes I move things where I shouldn't move them, and that seems to be the instance right now. But I am finding my spot, and maybe I am stalling while I do it, but that's just part of it. And what are we gonna do next with GPT? Well, we're gonna generate those social media content ideas in a matter of seconds. I don't know about you, but there's been plenty of times that I've been staring at those blank caption boxes like it was a sport. And I'm just like, if it was a sport, dude, I'd have a gold medal out of just staring. I really, really would. ChatGPT can give us dozen of post ideas in under a minute, and those can be matched to the season, to our audience, and even to our products. We can ask for it, to be, August specific apparel decorating prompts, and then you can tweak them to match your style. It's especially great for those that says, I need to post, but my brain is fried. Like, anybody else been there and done that? So instead of recycling that same tired, new design alert, new design alert, new design alert. Come on, right? We can have ChatGPT give us ideas, for behind the scenes peaks, customer spotlights, seasonal tie-ins, and we can do that all in our own voice. All right. When we when we were talking with people and we got examples of it, a printer friend of ours, they use ChatGPT to come up with a back to school design countdown, and those posts for that, they created this post, and it leads up to their new fall release. So they do it throughout the summer when it's coming back into school before they launch the store. Here's everything they were doing with it. They had a marketing plan with it, and it was just every day, here's more to it, just to build up that to it. Um, One of our embroiderer friends said that they asked it to give them, 10 fun Instagram reel ideas for August and back to school. And, it ended up with them filming a quick, how fast can I hoop this shirt challenge? And they started getting engagement. So it was, how fast can I do this? And it was just part of it. So action step for this is we're going to open up ChatGPT and we're going to say, hey, give me 10 fun social media post ideas for apparel decorators selling blank in August, because we're in August. What are we going to do with this? It's back to school. Is it fall? Is it Halloween? And then we can just post it, or we can pick one and we can post it today. Right. Next up, how about writing emails that people actually open? Because your email list is pure gold. Now, the last time I checked, when it comes to emails, every person on your email list is basically worth $1 in sales a month, right? Ryan, help me out on that one because I believe that's what it is. So it's pure gold, but it's only gold if people actually open your emails. And ChatGPT can really help you write subject lines that make them curious enough to click open, and the body copy that actually gets them buying without feeling salesy on stuff. And the best part of this is you can give ChatGPT a rough idea of your sale, your promotion, or your idea, and it'll generate, multiple subject lines and email body options for you. So you can even ask it to keep the tone friendly or in our brand style. So you don't sound like you just, copied a corporate flyer and put it in here. So, a lot of people like us, heat press, decorators, what's our technical term for apparel decorators? Heat press operators, we can say, for coming in, we're in August, right? We could say, turn the August sale into, your hoodie weather starts now. Get cozy and save soon, right? We're starting to put those things out there. Back to school tumbler specials, you know, make their morning bus ride better. New tumblers for August, right? Hey, we're here. School's starting. Let's see what we can do with that stuff. And the action step is just, take your next email idea and then run it through ChatGPT for 5 subject line variations and use the one that you personally click on, right? Now, uh, number 4 is gonna be streamline your customers' FAQs. First up, do we know what FAQs are? Frequently asked questions. There, shake your head around like that. That's what we're gonna do. How many times have you typed, "We pressed our shirts at 285 for 10 seconds" in Facebook messages this month? I mean, we do it quite a bit. ChatGPT can help create a ready-to-go FAQ sheet or an auto reply script that will answer your most commonly questions exactly the way that you would explain it. And so this isn't about replacing customer service, all right? It's about saving you time. Remember, time's money, folks. Time is money from typing that same answer for the 4 bajillionth time this month. Okay. Once you have your FAQs text ready, you can just copy and paste it anywhere: emails, social DMs, even Etsy or website FAQ sections. So I know a lot of people that have used it to create that shipping and turnaround section for their websites, where it explains processing times, plain English. Here's what to expect. Here's how things are going. Here's what we're doing with it. I know us, we used it on, how to apply our DTF transfers. So that way, it's right there in the listing. We have an FAQ site. We have everything built into it. And the amount of messages and emails that we received on how do we apply this are very, very, very low now because we have that in the description. We have a separate section for it. And ChatGPT helped us with that. So how can we do this? Right? Well, it's pretty simple. We just need to write down, your top 5 most asked customer questions, paste them into ChatGPT, and ask it to write short, friendly answers that you can reuse. Pretty simple, not difficult at all. Now, number 5, this is where we get to have fun at, because we do this quite a bit, is planning those seasonal promotions without overthinking it. Because seasonal promotions, those really can be the lifeblood of your business sales, right? We are in August. I don't know if you know this, back to school started, fall sports started. Fall started, Halloween, breast cancer, then Christmas. That's all coming up. So it's our time to shine. It's our time to make things. And ChatGPT can really help, map out the ideas for, promos that are tied into those holidays, to those sports seasons, local events. And they can do that with complete post ideas and product suggestions for it. You can even ask it to help you brainstorm design ideas, for upcoming themes. And then you can take those right into your design software and start going on it. So that means, no more last minute panic because you've forgot Spirit Week starts Monday. Anybody else forget when stuff starts? I have. So, I know a lot of people that they use this on a month basis and they go 3 months out from it. So here we are in August, September, October, November. In August, they're using it to map out what November's fall theme, Thanksgiving theme, Christmas thing, product drop is for November. Suggested captions, hashtags lists, they put it all there for it. I know right now a lot of people are asking it for, 5 promo ideas for Halloween shirts, and they get the options including flash sales and bundle deals and social challenges. We will definitely use it for a lot of this going forward because I don't have the time or the bandwidth to think of all the stuff on my own. ChatGPT can help us, and it can help us as simply as saying, "Hey, give me a 4-week promo plan for an apparel decorator in your niche. So what is it that you do for the month of September?" Okay. And use that at least one idea from that this week. Pretty simple, not difficult here. So as we're coming to the close on this and we recap this, this is what we got. 5 ways that we can use ChatGPT to as our new favorite unpaid assistant. We can use them to create product descriptions that sell, generate social media ideas in seconds, write emails that people actually will open, streamline our customer FAQs, and plan seasonal promotions without overthinking them. And you don't have to do all 5 today. All right. Just pick one, try it. Let us know in the comments how it works. Tell us in the groups, tell us wherever it is. And who knows? By the end of August, you may wonder, how the hell did I even do this before without ChatGPT? And my friends, that's what we got for you today on the Make Us and Move Us podcast. So wrap this up. We'll get through comments. Let me know. We can go a little overtime on here. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. So make sure to like and subscribe, share, do all that. Make sure to check all of our links in the descriptions. They are either affiliate links or direct links to us. And guess what? If any of your friends have affiliate links, use them. It costs you nothing to use your friends' affiliate links, and they make a small commission off the stuff. So every click helps. Now, Friday show is we're going to talk about know your worth. What was that? Was that five five ways at home apparel decorators can claim their value? Because let's face it, a lot of us don't think that we are worth what we should be charging. And I'm telling you, if you want to, at least here in Illinois, if you want to work for $15 an hour, you might as well just go to McDonald's where you're going to get vacation and insurance and free food. Okay, so let's make sure that we're doing that. And that's what we're going to talk about on there. So I'm gonna go back, try and catch up on some comments. You guys keep going. Let me know. What did you think? What are you going to use from ChatGPT today to see what you can do within your business from there? All right. Let's see. What was the last one that I clicked on? So that way I can know. I really swear away, right? I try not to swear. I really try not to swear. But that really makes me excited because I wasn't expecting things to get here till next Wednesday. So to know that we can have access to it a lot sooner than that, because typically they said when stuff gets in transit and it's here, then within 1 to 2 business days from there, we'd be able to have access to it. So if it showed up today, that means by this weekend. So what is today? Today's Wednesday. So that means by this weekend we should have it rocking and rolling and go on from there. So pretty excited. Kevin, I try to be. I mean, I'm on the internet, man. It's not hard to find. I can't be a bullshitter because I'll get called out on it. I've seen way too many people, get canceled over being who they are, and if that happens to me, so be it. I don't want anybody to ever take me as anything that I'm not. So that's what That's what we're striving for. Be, as transparent and be as transparent as possible as we can with people. Uh, Brian is our roving reporter in the field. Thanks for the news, Brian. Yeah. So, yes. See, and now my mouse wants to try not play nice, and then we can go from there. Cindy, good morning. Drinking cherry limeade protein water, 5 things, sort of crystal B tray, spills, Swarovskis, bichons everywhere. I know that one, right? Print clay cutters, geez, dome pendants, changing needles, mail run. Cindy, we think we found a place. We're gonna go see about that and see what it is. Uh, let's see. The exclusive deal is SNS is the only distributor for American Apparel in the US and only distributor for Gildan products in Canada. Da-da, there we go. Brian's rocking and rolling with it. Rhonda says that she asks it to do calculations and brainstorming for me almost daily. I use it every single day for all kinds of things. Kevin says, is ChatGPT kind of like what Canva does when you need suggestions for backgrounds? Yep, but way more powerful, way more powerful from it. And sometimes you spell it cheerleader. Hey, but here's the thing. Maybe just throwing this out there. Maybe, maybe I spelled it wrong on purpose to show how easy it is to go back and fix things. You'll never know. Did he mean to spell it wrong, or is he doing it on purpose? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yeah, the fact that you can train it to be what you want it to be, so much better. Rhonda says, I plan my month of posts with ChatGPT, and they always have great, fresh new ideas. Yes, they do. Use it, use it, use it. Uh, let's see. I love hearing how. Me too. I do. Come on, Mousy. I love hearing. So do I. I am kind of an AI nerd. I probably get 4 or 5 morning newsletters, on what's going on in the AI world. I cannot keep up with it all. I have way more more nerdier friends that give me recaps of it. And so, when I see stuff and I'll spend the time to go at like how we can do, we've made a lot of stuff with AI over the years, and I love what it can do. And sometimes I've spent, more hours than I should on something just to see if it works and if it makes sense in the business, how can it can do. Um, and that's how we use it. I love seeing the stuff. Brian says great info. New things can be scary, but because we don't know, we don't feel we know how to use it. But hearing how others can remove the fear, absolutely, 100%, 100%. I love how I get fresh ideas. I love it too. I love it too. You will look like a professional writer. I don't sound like so much of an idiot. Um, I feel like I can speak well and translate that well, but when it comes to copy and paste, I'm like, that's what I can do, copy paste. I feel like a Neanderthal with, a stick and some mud, so it definitely helps it there for it. And that's right. If you market your list, every email can average $1 of sales per month is the standard. There we go. That's what it is. So we can go through that. And one says, I keep all my repeat responses on a note to copy and paste the things I say all the time. And I try to change my listings to answer those questions too. That's a great idea, Rhonda. Great idea. Where you anticipate the questions that are coming in and you answer them before they even ask them. That is a great idea. All right. It keeps things simple. Yes, it does. Our school starts August 20th. We had schools start like in July. So we got schools start tomorrow and Friday. I don't know. There you go there. Yep. Same with us. We have schools that are already in session. Others don't start for 3 weeks. It is wild how it is there. 100%. It's like having a brainstorming business partner who's cheering for your success. Absolutely. And even on the paid version, it's like having a team for free. It's like what, $20 for it? Totally worth it, the $20 for it. And that's where I say a lot of the stuff is all time versus dollar amount. Like if you're spending $20, is it saving me $20 worth of time? Absolutely. Wizard, it's going to be subscription based. It's $29. You're going to get $29 in digital credit, and the amount of time it saves you is worth $29. So that way it is there for it. 11. 11 is for when we got to go look at stuff. So we have this call, then we have our mentorship call at 9:30. That goes 9:30 to 10:30. As soon as I'm done with that call, I will open up the Zoom room for our mentorship community, and then I'm out. So I can continue on with the day because it is going to be a wonky, wonky day. And I have financial stuff to do, combined two IRAs, and you got a busy day right there for it. Tim says, he gives Chad GBT my pricing guide, and it helps me when I know I need a pricing on certain shirts. I give the price of the shirt, or I knows my percentages really quick. Great idea on that. 20. I think you can get it for free, but then there's the paid version for 20, I believe, is where it is with it. I know when it's time to unpack. Oh, Screen Plus, I need to pick my cameo. Yes, we're gonna have a hell of a deal on cameos. Cindy, here's the problem of where it's gonna be. I'm gonna eat a lot of Casey's pizza. That gives you an idea in the area it'll be at. Time is money, right? Uh, I'm in AIF FB Facebook group, and there's so much AI in the world. It's so beneficial to anybody. Says I'm in a bunch, and I can get lost in that. And that's what I usually use my nights and weekends for, is to learn. If you're not learning, you're not earning. My hobbies include grilling out, golf cart riding, and learning. Those are my hobbies. I don't take long walks on the beach because the sand is hot, and I'm fat. So those are my things with it. All right. I think I'm caught up on stuff. Holy moly, macaroni! I'm caught up on things. Um, let's see. Yep, I love the option for use credits for webinars. Webinars you can watch and replay. Absolutely. That's just part of business. Getting my toenails painted. Corey said, "Hey, do you want to do a petty? You want to do petties tomorrow?" I don't know. Got too much to do. So Thursday or Friday, maybe I can find some time to do petties, and we'll get in there for that so we can make some stuff work. But wild, wildness. And Remsen been using Word Hero for several years. I love it. Yeah, so I love hearing how you guys use, the Chat GPT in your business. You use AI in general to create a lot of those things because it is going to be, it's going to be, uh, it is changing the way you're doing business. And if you don't start incorporating AI in your business, you're going to fall behind super fast because your competition is. Why? Because it's so easily accessible. And, if you're not, I know if you're change on it. I know it's like, I don't want to do this, but change for the good. It's going to free up time for you. It's going to make things simpler and easier for you. Like right now, I have a 365-day content calendar that we created last year where if I get stuck in an idea or I don't know what I want to post, I can go to that and pull up and do it for it. So creating things like that where I don't have to think. I spend a couple hours on something, and now I have content through for the year. Hello. When we were launching stores, we can create content idea to give to the people that we're doing the fundraising for. So, hey, here's some posts that you can put out here. Here's some email things that you can add to your emails. We're giving them the information so they can put it out there to have a successful store. The more they sell, the more they make. It's all part of, the one hand washes the other because the more they sell, the more they make on fundraising, which means the more we make in printing. So we do that. And it just AI is a good thing with it. Now, with that, if we don't have any more questions, comments, and concerns, we're going to wrap it up so I can get a couple things done before the call at 9:30. Like I say, we do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure to like and subscribe, turn on your notifications, do all that because I think it's like 60% of our viewers are not subscribed. Why? Why are you subscribed? You tell me. Why won't you just hit that the free button? Doesn't cost you anything. Just hit it. Hit it right or over there, wherever it is. Hit it. Um, Hall of Fame members, we have that tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. So we've got that. Friday, like I said, we're going to talk about 5 ways at-home apparel decorators can claim their value. So that's what we got on Friday's show. Next week, same thing. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We've got those from Wakers and Movers podcast. Tuesday, Thursday, Hall of Fame. Wednesday is going to be an all-star training. Tuesday with Todd, we're going to have some more bundle drops and things with there. And who knows, we might be able to start selling some stuff. So look for that. Dude, commitment is scary. Hell yeah, it is. Commitment is scary. What I need all of you to do, just look at yourself in the mirror your selfie cam, whatever. Just tell yourself you believe in yourself. That's what you do. Believe in yourself. If you do not believe in yourself, how do you expect anybody else to believe in you? If you don't believe you can complete a job, how do you expect your customers to believe you can complete that job? Believe in yourself, folks. That's what you gotta do. From a guy who just started with decals in a bedroom to 20 years later buying the rhinestone world. Like, no way should that happen. 8 years ago, I would have said no way. 5 years ago, no way. 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, I said no way. A year ago, maybe a chance. 6 months ago, maybe a better chance. Even up until that last day, I wasn't sure if it was going to come through. So I'm telling you, you can make it happen. Take that leap of faith in yourself. Bet on you. Nobody else is going to believe in you as much as you if you don't believe in yourself. I don't even know if that made sense, but you need to believe in yourself. That's what you got. Look at that. Creative expressions. I believe, and I believe in you too. I know that all of you can do it. Get motivated. Get excited about your business. Fall in love with it. Come on. We know we can do this with it. You know that you can do this. I know that you can do this. It is not some magic trick that happens. It happens because you put in the work. So put in the work, make things happen. Yes, do not sell yourself short. Absolutely. Do not. That's what we're talking about on Friday. Knowing your value, charge your worth. Let somebody else have those garbage jobs that are tons of work for low pay. We're not doing that anymore. We're only taking the jobs that pay us. So you guys have an amazing day. We will be back here Friday for another Makers and Movers podcast. And until next time, peace, love, press on. We will see you guys then.